So you have to determine what kind of role model do you want to be in future. It starts from now. We can channel them the right way.
I was a man named Jetta. I want to take us to Lagos, wherever, to go and teach us how to produce.
You know, being among the people that will go for training on how to make a movie, I'm so excited.
You know, we have just 10 days to make filmmakers out of all of you. You know that, right? You are all leaders. You're here for a training that's going to make you a leader. I always tell people one thing when they ask me that what makes a good director. I tell them that someone who gives into detail. The director sees the entire picture, the entire scene. The director decides. He sees the scene and he knows immediately what's wrong with it. See, there's so many definitions of acting. But there's the one I love the most. It is consciously doing what other people do unconsciously. In a budget, there's the above the line and the below the line. If you're going to work with an actor for 12 hours, he must have enough time, which is called a turnaround, to sleep and come back to work tomorrow. But the skill of location managing and how to make sure, say, everything with the shoots, they contained. The DP is responsible for the texture of the picture. So the production designer, now they design that empty space into something real. So the costume designer, they look every character and know, say, like this kind of thing she's supposed to wear, now that kind of thing. So she just decide waiting which person go wear. Picture lock means I know the edit time again, I don't finish. Sound mixer has already done his work. They have already recorded the sound. They have already edited it into the film. Then the composer now brings the music and adds it. Then the sound mixer now mixes it in with the dialogue, background, Foley, and all that. Development is your story, and then what? Can someone remember what I said a script is again?
A sequence of events.
Good, a sequence of events.
In our first day class, it was how you take shots.
I've always longed to be a director, and my expectations were just, I want to be a director, I want to be a director.
Conflict prevention, it's like they are telling us, everything they are telling us is about conflict, that we should not make violence and all of that.
Yesterday, we are told to direct a movie for 30 minutes.
We've been taught on how to build peace in our society, even among ourselves.
At the end of the day, just like play, because we were told that equipment will be given to us. Just like Dream, they brought out this equipment and said, this is your equipment. I was looking at it as a joke. Before I know, they started writing it, Erema Group. Erema Group, I said, wow, this is reality. I said, God, what are you doing?
We are now coming out to receive lesson if we come out, we will see why. So they will still even greet you. Them themselves, they will be the ones to greet you. You that come from village, hey, they will be the ones to greet you. You yourself, we are happy.
We're gonna change our tactics right now. And we're gonna demystify film. That's how Chris put it yesterday. He said, let's demystify film for them. That thing where they see as big deal, we could show them, say, na small thing. So that's what we're gonna do today. So we're going to make a film this afternoon here, a 5-minute film. We will shoot it, we'll act it, shoot it, and edit it right here. In front of you people, you will see exactly how we do it. And you would understand that these 5 minutes that we just did here, we can turn it to 90 minutes. You see this thing we just did, right? It's just a couple of minutes. But we shot it here, we edited it here. If we weren't losing light, we'd have put sound effects, we'd have even put graphics. So-and-so presents a film starring, we put the names of the people, put the name of the film. We just do everything in 5 minutes. It doesn't take time. You just saw how I did it. So it is not rocket science. Do you believe you can do it?
Yes. So we left with Jetta, with his crew member, to Desmond Elliott filmmaking studio.
And we got there, we saw Desmond Elliott, Ebube, and some other. Although the guy was really cute, really damn cute, and Ebube as well, she's quite pretty.
Usually we're not dressed like this, I just go church. You know, I'm the assistant pastor. Yes. So that make me, and I leave my clothes for inside car, so that's why. But normally we wear, you know, something to make us do more business. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, I'm doing a scene between, you know, Uti Wachuku. Let me start with Ebube. Big brother Africa. You know Ebube? She's an actress, and that's another actress. Uti Wachuku. Actress, she's a very good actress. Bad actor, but good actress.
Scene 55 and 56. See you, take one.
And action. There's no faster way to send any kind of message across to millions of people, do you understand, than using the medium of film. So to encourage you all and to tell everybody, you may not be in front of the camera. You may be behind the camera or whatever it is. Just look for where your interest mostly lies, okay? Yeah. And I wish you all the best. Thank you.
It's not good to make people get problem because we taught how to settle violence. But when not the day before yesterday when we did school, now our director with the DOP from Erim went there together. They begin quarrel. And my director, I know her from my community. Now person when he be say if he blow you once, if 5 teeth no come out, now he be say, oh, Igbo man go use something when go they hold your neck from one side.
So we woke up one morning and then we heard that our DP and Vincent, the director of Ozoro, had some problem because they were roommates. They had some problem that even Chibuzo, my DP, who is nicknamed Rebel, said, do you know why Jetta calls me Rebel? That I will do with you. Do you know I'm a militant? Those kind of thing.
We never even know that one of the crew members have already reported it to Jetta. So Jetta now announced that. Is it true that Chibuzo and Vincent fought today?
Some of us are still thinking we are in our father and mother house. So it's good for him to give us constitution, a law that will guide us, that if you do this, if you do that, that you will be expelled from the school.
You know, one of the reasons we're here is to try to better our society, you know that, right?
Yes.
And the theme of what you guys will be doing in your films is about solving conflicts so we don't resort to violence, right? So I received report that there was something as close to a fight this morning, that there has been problems, and two people in a particular room, and one of them actually jacked the other one and told him that I will do whatever to you, that I'm a militant.
I removed the card, went down. The next thing I saw was his call. He said, Joseph, bring my shirt. I hate rubbish. I hate nonsense in my life. I said, what is going on? So I went into the room to take my books. He blocked the door and said, I'm not going out if I don't give him back that t-shirt. That if not, he's going to end everything. He will end the career that brought me. I told him that yesterday you were quarreling, having problems inside the car. Now, this morning you came to me again. What is going on? He was just there shouting at me, and I touched his chest that he should cool down.
And he said, Mr. Vincent, I've been hearing about you, and it's not going to be well with us. If you don't know, go and ask Jetta why they call me, what is that name he was calling me? Rebel. Why they call me Rebel? He's a militant and he will kill me. That I stole his battery, I have used his a credit on his phone. So if I should play with him as he was talking, he hacked me. He was shaking me. That these things should not deceive me. I should go and ask people from his place. I said, my friend, we are not here for violence. If we are not up to 50 kg, which is a bag of cement. I will hold you and I will beat you.
So this is a tough decision for me. Because, you know, there are just 7 of you in a group. One person can spoil the entire thing for you people. And there has to be oneness amongst you. I'm disappointed that it can get to this. And it's in both of you, not even one of you, it's in both of you. Everybody's a militant, everybody's a rebel, everybody's bad, everybody's everything. There's no one person that is better than the other here. That's why we're all meant to learn to cohabit together. I know why I chose every one of you. I chose you people for a reason. And if you fail, I fail. If you fail, I fail.
After the program today, this evening, we'll call up a meeting in their room so that we'll talk to both of them to understand themselves.
I want to suggest, at least since it's the first time we were having this kind of case, let there be kind of a forgiveness, and thereby a query later should be raised to the two of them. Let it be documented so that subsequent time, if this kind of thing should happen, that way it will be a guide to the two of them and even to the entire group.
You are not able to sort out the conflicts among just you. You're just 21. How can you sort out the conflicts in your entire community? How can you? I asked you people these questions when I was talking to you in your communities. Do you think that we can look for other avenues to settle our problems without resorting to violence? You people said yes. Now, the moment it gets physical, then there's a problem. I am bound by the rules of this engagement to let one or two of you go. I want to feel that we can sort things without resorting to what we resorted to. I want to try. I want to believe that. And I want to leave it in both your hands. I want to leave it in both your hands. And if you guys can sort it out, you'll be a good example. If you can't sort it out, you'll be a very bad example. As soon as I was told this morning, I was just thinking, without even listening to whatever happened, like, just put them back, put them on a plane and call the other people. But then, would I be solving the problem? I wouldn't be solving it. Both of you will go as enemies and you'll be blaming the other one for being the cause of my leaving the program and all that. Then who knows what you do to yourselves in future, seeing that both of you are militants, like you have claimed.
Mr. Vincent,
Please, I'm sorry, forgive me.
Good day all. Yesterday we were taught self-identity and leadership. I'm very sorry that I'm involved with this whole thing, which is not supposed to be in life. When they mentioned three things, I said I'm a peacemaker. I write about my family myself. So I'm very sorry. It's my umbrella. Please, ignore it.
So I went to him. I asked him for forgiveness. Okay, he should forget that. Let's be friends. And the way as I'm even talking to you now, he's my best friend among the 21 students.
This is the reason why I think Jetta has come to our various communities to pick us down to Lagos here, to teach us on how to resolve our conflict. And there are so many ways, there are so many things that has to be done so that the youth of Niger Delta will never go into violence.
Chibuzo now, both of us, we are like brothers, Eat together. If you want to go and buy card outside the gate because of anything, he will send me, I send him, and we embrace together, we eat together, we play, we share ideas together and all that. So we see that when we get there, we do the first practical of two people, as in having conflict, as in quarrel. But at the end, we settle ourselves as brothers.
My grandfather used to say one thing, that human nature can be changed. The way we think, we can change it. We can change it. We can move from negative to positive. Whether we've been militants before or wayward people, whatever we have been, whether we've been armed robbers, whatever, we can turn that into something good that we can give to people. It is not who is right, but what is right. It is not who is right, but what is right. Not saying, "Am I correct? Am I correct?" Waiting correct. There is in this world enough for everyone's need, but not enough for everyone's greed. I want you to say it. There is in this world enough for everyone's need, but not enough for everyone's greed. Say it again.
There is in this world everyone's needs, but there is not enough for everyone's greed.
So this is what I have for you people in mind. Denge, I'm going to put you behind the camera. I want you to be the UPM/First AD. Vincent, you're my director. I'm putting a huge responsibility on your shoulders. I want to make a producer out of you. You're going to be the writer of the Ozoro people, okay? You're going to be the production designer. You'll handle makeup, costume, locations, set design, and set dressing. Nelly, you want to be an editor. It's in your hands. Just put your head on the ground, okay? You are a producer. You can't run away from it. I've seen you. Jim, you are the only one that can put this script together right now, in this short time that we have. To keep this balance going and to make sure we have this thing done in the time that we have, you can maintain your production designer. I want you to be the director. You are the director. You are UPM/First AD. Alamco, see the anger that is in you. You put it on the camera, okay? You have to edit this film. So we have our first female director. You have to make me proud. Choose her. So you see that anger that is in you also, eh? You put it on the camera. But I'm putting the entire weight of the editor in your hands. I want you to be a producer. You know that you're the one that can put this script together, you know that. Creativity. I know that you can manage your production very well. You want to be a production designer.
You heard eloquently elaborated to you what the difficulties our people are in, the injustice that we suffer on account of the resources that are on the land. Now, the first instinct is let's go burn down the company. Let's go destroy that oil well. Where the flares are coming, tear it down so that we live without, that's the first instinct that you have. Because you are aggrieved, because you have issues with what is going on. You find injustice in what you have seen. That is a human instinct, and it's a justified human instinct. But there's another instinct, another thing, another way of approaching the matter. You may say, okay, if this is happening, why is it happening? Let's try to understand what is going on. Let's approach the company. Let's approach the government. Let's see, maybe they can do it differently. Maybe something like that. That is a different approach, which is more propositional. You see the difference between the two?
So if you read the pages of Vanguard or Punch, they begin to use statements like irate youth, disgruntled youth. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the difference between self-identity and public identity. The way he sees himself can be very different from the way that the public, and the public can be anybody. The public can be one person. The public can be two people. The public can be the whole nation. The public can be the Niger Delta Development Commission. The public can be the US Consulate. The public can be Ultima Studios. Anybody. How do they see you? This is what the whole idea of a brand is.
Now, so it is one shot. That's what storytelling also.
That's the challenge.
Accomplished director. As a matter of fact,
The way I put a lot of responsibility on you to write the script, to produce, to edit, to design.
If you give this attitude again, because I cannot trust you that you'll be able to protect this girl there. I've been teaching you people this thing for so long. How can you disrespect your director like that? You don't do that. You must work with If I'm not ready to work, I want and brought all this idea.
Why don't you guys have a rehearsal session? Then both of you come out and tell me the director you think is strong enough to direct you guys.
So she knew exactly what she wanted as a director, and she effectively communicated what she wanted us to do.